all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
In the My Career storyline, you come across a lot of NBA players, one of which is Scoot Henderson.
And we caught up with him while recording his scene. He gave us some tips on how to use him in NBA 2K. Take a look.
That's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that, But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You gotta earn it, trust me. I'm speaking from experience.
Scoot, welcome to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you here. Now, you are here at the mocap studio shooting for My Career in NBA 2K25. How excited are you?
I'm really excited. I always just used to watch videos when I was younger, growing up, seeing them do the actions, and then it, translating to the game. So now that I'm here, it's kind of like a dream come true. During the draft process, I think that was just in my head the whole time. Me being in the game, my family being able to play as me on the game. So, like I said, dream come true.
Like shaking Adam Silver's hand and being yeah, I'm gonna be an NBA 2K. I like that. So talking directly to a player who has you on their team, what is the best way to utilize your skills in the game?
To have the ball in my hands, just use me the whole game, whether it's offense or defense. I hope they don't got my stamina too low on there.
I know, it's gonna be good.
But yeah, I think you could just make plays with me. You could take it to the rack, jumpers, it don't really matter. I do play the game. I'm really good. I think I can hit shots at least. I might not got the cheesy dribbles, but I can hit a shot.
Who's your favorite players to go up against in the league right now?
I like playing against Steph or Chris Paul. Just watching how they play the game and watching Steph run off a billion screens, it kind of just teach you a lesson to really lock in on film itself. So
you probably grew up watching them. And to play against them is pretty surreal.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's almost 40.
Yeah. Chris Paul,
and
he live up there, I guess.
And action.
Good work. You earned this, twin. You'll be seeing me again, though.
Come on, bro. I stay ready.
All right, that's a bet.
Appreciate you, bro.
And that's good work. Keep going, twin.
You too. Good luck the rest of the season.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
What's one thing that you want to make sure that you get in the game?
My drip. 24, I got the big shorts, so yeah, hopefully they just get the drip right.
Dang, it's coming full circle because it's 2003 draft class, and then we went skinny, we went short shorts, and now we're kind of going back to the baggy shorts.
Facts.
Okay. Speaking of drip, you have your first signature shoe with Puma. Congratulations, that's awesome.
I think they were really, really open to my ideas and my family ideas when it came to designing the shoe. And it was a fun process, just with the colorways, and I was able to really just create and be myself with my sister, China. She helped a lot.
I heard there's a 2K
Yeah, we got
version?
a 2K colorways. Got the little green meter on the bottom. And on the game, it light up. So
Really?
yeah, the forum strip light up, so that's hard.
Speaking of youth, you launched your own boys and girls youth programs a couple of years ago. What's it like to see the upcoming talent in those programs?
Yeah, I do have two programs with women's and boys. Scoot Henderson Elite and Team Scoot. Really just right out of my gym in Marietta, Georgia, and X-Play 360. Growing up, I always played on my dad's AU team, and I always just played on the AAU circuit. And for me to kind of infiltrate that, it's fun to see how it's growing, just how much of a community center it has turned into, just welcoming a lot of people, a lot of young cats just coming through there. And it's not just basketball, it's a lot of things like school, ODDX gaming, we got a lot of things going on at Next Place, so.
Young cats, I like that.
Like an OG.
It's OG-esque.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
Ooh, Allen Iverson, I used to watch a lot of his videos on him. Kobe, the Lil Wayne Kobe mixtape. I used to watch that every day before I went to school. And Russell Westbrook highlights, it's always crazy.
When you were talking about your drip and the large shorts, I was literally thinking AI.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
You got the big drip for sure.
You got those big shorts. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us on 2K TV.
Appreciate it.
In season 5, Rodney and Brian sent me a message saying, hey, let's get on, let's run some 3v3. And as luck would have it, we saw none other than Portland Trailblazer DeAndre Ayton. So he was running a shooting guard, a two-way inside-out ISO creator, and I drew the matchup as the guard for Team 2K TV. And the first time that I was gonna be in trouble, he's averaging almost 15 points a game in the city. That is wild in a game to 21. First play, he darts past me on a backdoor and slams it home, and I knew I needed to ready up my game quickly. So I dart up court, I actually got by him and slammed one down on my own, which felt fantastic. He dunks past me again, 11 to 10, and I'm like, yeah, this team knows what they're doing. DeAndre is clearly capable in 2K. Final score, 21 to 12. Yeah, they pretty much shut us out from there, but so much fun was had. And this is just what's great about playing 2K in the city. Earlier in the year, we ran into Keon Ellis in the rack. Yeah, we got this one.
So you're just messing around.
Nice take.
I played with Draymond Green from the Warriors randomly. You just don't know. Could be a celebrity, could be an NBA star. There's so much fun to be had, even if it's just with your friends making memories. That's why I 2K.
All right, how many siblings do I have? Is it 2, 4, 6, or 8? Now, if you went to 6, enjoy that VC, man.
The 2K Share feature is where you can create or download My NBA leagues created by the 2K community.
Browse through countless leagues or set up your My NBA save any way you like.
This includes full customization of the teams, rules, and the ability to share to anyone.
This is a perfect way to explore eras of the past, experiment with players or draft classes from multiple eras, or create rule combinations that have never existed anywhere else.
In a way, it's your chance to make and share your own version of professional basketball.
Once you're ready to share, go to the options, upload a scenario, and send out your favorite My NBA scenario for the 2K community to check out. Enjoy the fun. There's nothing else like it in sports gaming, only in 2K. Today we have your affiliation leads here today to talk about our Season 7 builds. My Elite versus Shakedown's Rise. You're up 1 on us, Shake, so I have to give the fans a build to compete with that. How you doing today? What build do you have in store for the fans?
What up? It's your boy Shake. Shout out to Rise and all my Rise compadres. This time around, I went with a 2-way, 3-level shot creator. Little bit of everything and a whole lot of problem for the rest of the community.
All right, so take us through why you made this build and submitted it for the game.
That's a good question. Initially, I made the build to relieve my teammates of the pressure of having to play on-ball defense. And this way, I could play on-ball defense and still orchestrate the offense.
And what are some of the things that separates this build from other builds you made? Why did you focus on this specifically? Like, was it a badge threshold? What were the things that really put this build over the top?
Primarily, this build was designed to be a 1v1 build. I gave him a high interior defense with a 6'3" build that has a 95 ball handle. So he's not gonna stop every big, but he can definitely make you miss and get a board. So this build was initially made to make it difficult for people to beat me 1v1. And now I've just been having fun with the build in every mode. What about you, Chris? What got you into the build that you put out there for the community?
So Shake, I wanted to create the perfect shooting guard. I have a shot creating 3-level threat, which means you want to shoot the midi, you got it. You want the up and under pump fakes and draw those fouls like Shea, you got it. You want the 3-point game, you got it as well. This build is the perfect offensive threat. And the best part, Shake, this build has an 84 strength, which allows for bullying people inside offensively with strong handle on Hall of Fame. So that's one way that I really love to use this build, getting those Euro pushes out of the way, you know, throwing a couple elbows. And also with a 91 steal, you can play sound defense and pick and choose where you want to steal the ball. So you can be sneaky and get the ball back for your team as well. In fact, I love this build so much. I really created it for the community to have fun because I've seen so many variations of shooting guards out there, Shake, throughout the year. I've gone up against so many defensive builds. I think the way that people are creating two-ways, the way people are creating lockdowns, I think this is a perfect option to have fun and combat some of that great defense that's out there that I see the community playing.
Absolutely.
You say this build's meant for every mode. Does it excel at like 3v3 versus 5v5? Like, where are the pros and cons of using this build anywhere in the game?
This build's primarily a park build, but I found that if I took him into the rec, because of that 93 three ball, of course, if you have cap breakers, you can increase that, but he can sit on the hash and splash threes. He can run the offense with his ball handle, get to the cup. He's got an 88 drive and dunk. So it makes it very, very dynamic build. And when people collapse on you, you have just enough pass accuracy to get the ball out to your shooters.
Let's talk about how we enhance this build and make it even greater than it already is. How should people use cap breakers on this build?
For me, it's non-negotiable. I think you should consider that 99 perimeter defense. This build, out the gate, 94 perimeter with the ability to add the cap breakers to get him to a 99 perimeter defense. And I think that's a huge advantage because on defense, not only can you lock up your assignment, but then now he's got to be faced with your 95 ball handle. So if you put the other cap breakers on the ball handle, now they can't guard you 1v1 and you can guard them 1v1. So this makes your build a real problem offensively and defensively. What kind of cap breakers did you add to the build to really take them to the next level?
So when you first get the build, you'll be able to score from anywhere on the floor. You have a 90 midi and an 84 speed. You can create great looks for yourself with dribble pull-ups and fades. It starts out at a 92 three ball, which allows to be a threat from the outside, and you have a high lay-in and dunk. So with cap breakers, I like to put them in the midi, the three-pointer, and of course, the driving dunk. So right now, I have a 94, 94, 95 on those three attributes, which just means that you're a threat from anywhere.
Sounds like an elite build. Not sure if it can really rise to the occasion if he was going up against my build, but I really like what you put out there for the community, for sure.
All right, what's the best performance that you've put up with this build in 2K25?
I host a lot of streams, especially on Wednesdays, and I love to bring my fans, my subscribers out, and we all just hoop like a Saturday morning barbecue, you know, just having a good time. And my best performances have come where, you know, I'm teaming up with friends and I'm either just dominating, you know, over a weekend event, or I'm just dominating in my own streams. I get my butt kicked every now and then, but we're all here to have fun and have a good time. And that's why we make these builds. They're for the community. My build was made, you know, very balanced across the board, specifically for the average Joe to be able to pick up and have a lot of fun with, and also reap a lot of rewards and have a lot of success.
I love it, Shake. That's what it's all about, getting the community to get their builds in the game. And I'm excited to check yours out. And hopefully, you know, we'll have a little running out there. I'd like to take on that 99 perimeter defense. I'm ready for the challenge, Shake.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I welcome the challenge. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Let's do it. Right now, go grab these builds in 2K25 and go make some stops. And of course, become a walking bucket.
Next week, it's our NBA 2K TV award show.
That's right. We are recognizing those of you that stand out in various ways in NBA 2K25.
And for this special episode, we'll have some extra 2K TV interactive questions. So that means chances for you to earn some VC.
We'll see you then. Enjoy the game.